After interviewing ABC's first ever Golden Bachelor, Gary Turner, on Monday, you, Stacy, also got to sit down with Benton City's Faith Martin, who's a contestant.
That is right. We talked about the drama from the season, what's changed in her life since she's been on the show, and, well, is she going to be the first ever Golden Bachelorette?
Hi, friend.
Hello, Faith. How are you?
Good. Boy, I sure could have used you and all your beauty tips and help over the last, I don't know, however many months. My goodness, Stace.
It's been top secret. I bet it's been a whirlwind.
It has definitely been a whirlwind, yeah.
So tell me, how has this impacted your life presently?
It's impacted my life in a really good way, in the sense that given that whole month that I was there filming the show, I was forced to slow down. I was, kind of forced to, we don't have any electronics or anything. We're really focused on what we're doing and the connections that we're making. And of course, really dating with intention. And so, down come the walls. You realize you have a shortened amount of time to really see if you can make this work and if this person is somebody that you're truly interested in. And he was. So, even though it didn't work out in the long run, it made me come back. I quit my school teaching job because I felt like my life was just way too busy. And I wanted to make room in my life for love, if it happens. So I had quit the band prior to going on the show, so that could free up some weekends. I quit my school teaching job because, as much as I love teaching, it is all consuming. You just can't do anything else. So I still play a little music and that kind of thing, but it's impacted me in a really positive way about just staying in the present, really making sure that every connection that I make is meaningful, and trying to just do a little less of the distractive stuff that happens in life, so that I can be more present and hopefully meet that guy that will want to partner up with me someday.
I'm so glad to hear that. So I have to ask you, from the very beginning, you got the very first rose, the inspiration rose, when you show up, and I polled a bunch of our viewers that were watching at a local establishment here in town. I said, will she come up on a horse, a motorcycle, or in the limo? And they were divided. A lot of people said horse, because we know you love horses. But when you pulled up on the motorcycle and did the hair flip, which is now a GIF.
A GIF, yeah.
How is that to become a GIF?
Oh my gosh. I said when I got done and I got home and everything, I was like, that's one of the best parts of the show. Check that out. Look at that. That was so fun. Yeah. And the motorcycle thing, it's hard to know what to do. I didn't know what anybody else was going to do. I'd never seen the show, so I didn't know the kind of cutesy stuff people did. So I was really at a loss. And I had brought my guitar just because I could never survive a month without having a guitar if I got to stay that long. So when those things came up, it's like, well, what kind of encapsulates who you are? Well, me and music. I don't ride motorcycles all that much anymore, but I still love them and hold my endorsement. So they're like, hey, do you want to ride in and then sing to Gary with your guitar? And I'm like, okay. I mean, you guys know better than I do. I have no idea, So yeah, it just kind of worked out. And I was glad that I did it, but I did burn my leg on the motorcycle pipe, having on the exhaust. So yeah.
Would you be a Golden Bachelorette if that were a thing?
Like I said, I don't know how they do that. I would think that they've probably already talked to whoever it is, and it ain't me. So, I would say yes to something like that, because it was such an amazing experience. But I also think they might go for the flashier women, for that kind of a thing. But I don't take it from me, because I know nothing about any of that stuff. So, but yeah, I would have had to have said yes, because, hey, they 25 men or so, and they vet them really well. It's probably a good idea to do that.
There you go. Well, thank you so much for the interview, Faith. Great talking to you. I'll see you soon around town.
Okay.
So really fun talking to Faith. And so she says they haven't asked her, but that doesn't mean that she's not considered for the Golden Bachelorette. There are websites, there's groups online that you can go on and nominate her. I don't know who reads that and sees it, but
Sounds like she'd be open to it. As she said, they're well vetted.
Right? They're 25 men to choose from. Hey, why not?
Sounds
good
to me.
The world is her oyster, I would have to say. And if you're interested in catching the entire interview, you can find it on our YouTube channel or on AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
All right, now tonight, as we mentioned, Gary travels to Costa Rica for overnight dates. He's hoping for some alone time with Leslie and Teresa. I know a lot of people at Twigs are going to have a lot to say about that.
Oh, yeah.
It all comes up tonight at 8. And it's going to be chilly out there, so if you're coming out to Twigs, wear a coat.
That's right. We'll have a final look at your weather when we come right back.